happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
It's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Punts it out of the air. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Got a man. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Got the quick pass. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Crammed in the middle, it's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Fires to the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
It's complete. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Eagles offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's French. Makes the grab. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's held. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but, man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Power football with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's French. Finds a spot in the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return in the ball. Out of bounds, they're going to mark it right around the 20. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Boilermakers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Buys a little time with his feet. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with it.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Caught over the middle. It's Gary. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
The give on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's French. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good game before the stop is made. The Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundred.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got him. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, it's French. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Eagles. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Great job by the wide receiver. The windows are so small in this area of the field. You saw him fight through the defender to make that catch on the TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Fires to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game.
I know, everyone's yelling, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you
turning it on! Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Finds the tight end. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle, it's Tuggle. Not gonna get there, not gonna get close as he's brought down at the 30, it's fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. Absolutely center cut. That brings them to within one.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Looking downfield, it's French. Pressure coming. Just a little off. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Floats it out in space.
Hey, on offense, you got to know the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team.
Number 81 on to kick it away.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. No chance to run, but still a good gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it here, just another typical Boca Raton Bowl.
The Boilermakers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the returner will be brought down. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things. In that first half, need some more big plays here to get this W.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Down at the 20-yard line.
And the Eagles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To the air. It's French. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Tuggle. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And this four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Got some room to run. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And they turn it into a defensive score. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on second down. He'll take the deep shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
He's brought down.
The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Hauls it in. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Boilermakers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has. So nice job defending.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on third and long. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Reads it, fires complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Gary. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Eagles! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw again. This time on target. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page. And you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive results.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
The Boilermakers will have it first and 10. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Throws to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Great timing here between the quarterback and receiver. You're down close to the end zone. Ball's going to come out quickly. Receivers got to win quickly, and they were on the same page on that TD.
And he puts through the extra point. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Jukes his way for more. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Got it in the middle. It's Dallas.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Leaves it with the back. That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Green 25.
Quarterback running on the draw. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down as we open the final stanza. QB draw. The Eagles get the first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still...
Brings into the open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down is.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his...
Touchdown, Eagles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Boilermaker! He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the back. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Catch in the middle. It's Dallas. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll start this drive going to the air. Lofts one high and deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. From the red zone, looking for a space. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The pitch to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights, it's good. That slices the lead to 2.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the 4th quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the option. Now the pitch. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Still running at the 40. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
How about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Wants to throw. It's French. Got it in the middle. It's Dallas. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To the ground with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Off play action. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat them. A 5-point lead here in the 4th. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack. Because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near. Scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.